My grandmother loved, um, she was very particular about her food. She ate the same things every day, and like for breakfast, it would be bread and some tea. And um, I remember one morning the the tea mix. It was like a coffee mate or something that she used to use to make her tea. It had finished, and she called me to go get her some more. Now I was getting ready to go to work, maybe in a couple of hours or so, and so I was like, I really don't want to go. Get something else, blah blah blah, this or that, and she kept asking me and asking me to go, and so finally I was like, fine. I went, got the stuff, came back, and brought it to her, and I'll never forget. She was in the kitchen, and I dropped it down on the freezer that's in the kitchen, and told her, and told her, here it is. And she looked at me and she said, well, isn't that why? Isn't this why? I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, isn't this why I was doing all that and working so hard? And then she tells me the story about how she she was working one day, and my grandfather had two wives. It was my grandmother and another lady, and my grandmother was working hard to send my mom to school, and she asked this other lady to help her with some of the work, and that other lady was refusing and kind of making fun of her and saying, no, why don't you get your daughter to come and help you? Why are you sending her to school? Get her to come help you. Um, so she tells me this story that, she was, this was the situation with her and this other woman really making fun of her and, kind of um, making fun of her for sending my mother to school. And my grandmother says, yeah, isn't this why I did all that? And it's crazy that she remembered that at that particular time, however many years later now. Um, and to understand, she comes from a very, very small, remote village, a very, very small, remote village, and to have, made it out of that village. And now she's here with us in a whole nother continent. She can have whatever she wants. She was having whatever she wanted and just enjoying the fruits of her labor. Um, it was just remarkable. It was remarkable that all these years later, she could look at what she did and say, "This is where that took me, and this is how far I've come from all of that, from being mocked and ridiculed."